Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. This time I'm going to discuss something from a range I've never discussed before. These are, well, the early stories. These are the tales involving actors who aren't the actual doctors. Yes, I've tried listening a couple of times to the Third Doctor story, and I will return into a full review of that in the new year. But I needed to discuss the Black Hole. You see, I've danced around the fact that Fraser Hines is playing the Doctor, and yes, he's all right and he plays the Doctor, but he sounds more like Fraser Hines to me than he does Pat Troughton, and I just couldn't get my head around that. I couldn't go beyond that, and that's my failing, because the guy's an exceptionally talented actor, but my ears just weren't hearing good old Pat. Yes, there are other people out there who I think do a slightly better impersonation, but that's not what this is. This is a performance of the Second Doctor who happens to sound a bit Pat-like. So here we have a story, a 2-disc thing, and the thing that made me listen to it, well, that's Rufus Hound. You see, I've always had a lot of time for Rufus. He's as enthusiastic as the rest of the best of us, as Doctor Who fans go. Yes, he did the part as written in, well, let's not go there, but he's always been a thoroughly decent chap, and the guy's got a Doctor Who tattoo, so he's not all bad. So I thought, yes, you know what, I'll give it a go. I like Deborah Watling, I like Rufus Hound, I've got a lot of time for Fraser, and yes, I will give this a go. So I did, and I was so impressed. All of my feelings of, oh, it's not really the Doctor playing the part, just vanished within moments of starting this audio. Because let's face it, Pat might sound a bit Pat's Doctor, the Second Doctor might sound a bit like Fraser Hines, but Jamie McCrimmon doesn't sound like Fraser Hines at all. Jamie McCrimmon sounds like Jamie McCrimmon, and always will. Yes, Deborah Watling's voice has aged slightly, but nowhere near as much as you would think. Performance-wise, everyone, of course, being Big Finish, is allowed to give so much more truth to their characters than they ever could on TV. But what's it about? On a research station near a black hole, time keeps standing still. Investigating the phenomenon, Doctor, Jamie and Victoria discover a power far greater than any of the monsters that have challenged them on their travels, the Doctor's own people. With the safety of thousands balancing out their need to flee, and a policeman from his home planet working at his side, the Doctor reluctantly finds himself involved in a race against time. But nothing is ever as simple as it appears, and if you can use the Doctor's compassion against him, you have the makings of a perfect trap. This is brilliant, but it's brilliant with some things that are basically spoilers. There are things I genuinely can't discuss with you, and oh, I so want to, but they are absolutely integral to the plot. Yes, the synopsis mentions the Doctor's own people, and that leaves you down a whole Series 6B route. And let's face it, this and the Two Doctors, well, when taken together, sort out Series 6B absolutely once and for all. So if ever you've been intrigued or worried about such a thing, please buy this. Please get it, because it actually matters. It makes Doctor Who canon work totally and utterly. And you know what? I don't mind. Yes, there are certain books now which, well, don't work, but you know what? I don't care, and that's just one of the aspects. When a certain... No, I can't even talk about that, because that spoils everything, and there are events and things that happen in this story that, again, would just be spoilers. I cannot emphasise enough how utterly brilliant this story is, so simply listen and make up your own mind. And with that, I'll fade away and give you the trailer to listen to. So until next time, be seeing you.
It must be this special phenomenon. It's warping space and time.
Coming soon from Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who: The Early Adventures, The Black Hole.
Must be a big spaceship. I mean, all these people. I should think it's more a habitat than a ship. Oh, aye, one of those.
The doctor said it was a spatial phenomenon.
Aye, a big and heavy phenomenon. One of those. By my calculations, it's also very close, within an astronomical unit of where we're standing. I think it's a black hole.
The remnant of an exploded star. They're small but extremely dense, so have a very strong gravitational field.
So strong, even light can't escape, which means you can't ever see one. Well, not directly.
This whole spiral arm of the galaxy is now in a mixed state. With just the slightest nudge, it will vanish in an instant. Doctor, success and saving these people depends on a precision flight through extremely warping space-time. Can you do it?
Big Finish. We love stories.
You don't have any other choice.
You've been listening to the Doctor Who Tin Dog podcast. Available on RSS, iTunes, Audioboom, Tumblr, and wherever podcasts are found. Why not become a supporter of the show by visiting patreon.com/tindog. Doctor Who and its associated properties are copyright of the BBC and no infringement is intended. To contact the show, email tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.